BpsRps Live, January 31st, 2022. It's the final day of January, month one of 22 is pretty much in the books. Got 4 hours left, at least on Eastern Standard Time. I don't know about the other time zones. They're all the same. It's all like, hours left. So hope everybody had a good January. We're steamrolling into February. Um, the Cardinals signed Brooks to a minor league contract today. That's all that really happened in baseball today. In the history, nothing. A couple players were erected into the Hall of Fame. I don't know. Yo, MK. What's up, buddy? Nothing happened in baseball today. Um, Tomorrow is one day closer to Top Series 1. They have the 87 Tops retro insert pieces. Um, we're going to, earmuffs kids, we're going to bust some nuts over those when we pull them out of the pack. The goal is going to be the Bo Jackson, like we did back in episode 49 when we pull out the original 87 Tops Bo Jackson many years ago. So that's going to be the goal going into the new month. Got Bowman Platinum. It is. It is. It's the anniversary. 35 years. Last year Tops used 86. This year using 87 as their inserts. It's going to be a cavalcade of climax many nights pulling those cards. See, like an 87 Tops. I know there's a Bo Jackson. There'll probably be the usual suspects, the Mike Trouts, the Acuñas. But what's up, King? But we're talking about the 87 Tops inserts. It's going to be in 2022 Series 1, probably Series 2 in the update sets. About another 3 weeks. I think they drop on the 16th. It's going to be awesome. Bobby Dalbec, third baseman, first baseman, Boston Red Sox. A lot of power. Eric Pena. This was a popular pick like 2 years ago. It was a J2 signing. The jobber. The Bo Jackson's the goal. Clayton Kershaw, Snowflake. Balby Dow Bombs. Dow Bombs could hit like 40 home runs, right? Like an Adam Dunn kind of guy. Greg Jeffries, right? About 5 Saturdays from now, we're gonna see Greg Jeffries, take a picture with him. He's gonna sign an 88 Fleer card, whether he likes it or not. Greg, if you're watching, I'm gonna be the one with the 88 Fleer card and asking you to sign it. I'm not gonna sell it. Joe Adele rookie card, pretty nice. Anybody see Keith Law today? He put out his top 100 prospects. I hate even to talk about the guy. He's such an asshat. He had Julio Rodriguez 9th. Don't subscribe to the Athletic, people. If you do, don't read Keith Law or put any credibility into what he writes. It's not so nobody's perfect. Nobody knows how these players want to be. But the thing about Keith Law, if you question him, he's very demeaning towards you. He treats you like you're like an idiot. Oh, Keith, I was surprised to see this player at this. What was your thought behind your thought process ranking him here when I've seen other people rank him here? His reply something like, "Well, why would you read the other people? Who are those people?" All right. So Keith Law, if you're watching, sign off, log off, you're banned. Right. The Athletics, I'm not a subscriber, but I see some of the headlines for their articles. A lot of their articles look pretty cool, I would say, right? But Keith Law, like I'll subscribe to him if Keith Law gets stops writing for them. 2000 Bowman. These are 21 years before the pack just opened. Aaron Mayette, White Sox pitcher. Donzel McDonald. That's a pretty cool name. I've never heard that name before. Donzel. Maybe he was the inspiration for the Big Mac. Donzel. Isn't it Donzel Washington, an actor? I didn't know he had a kid who played baseball for the Yankees. Surprise! Usually the Yankees prospects are all hyped up, right, Keith Law? I'm surprised I never heard of this guy before. Heard of this guy, Hall of Famer Larry Walker, one and only. Travis Thompson, Rockies. Oh, he's a Rockies pitcher. We know what we think about these. Scott, if you're watching, I should send out the BIP signal. Look at this. This is a Nomar Bowman's Best insert. It's like a gold wheel. If you don't claim it before the end of the broadcast, this is going to eBay for $40,000, which translated into layman's terms is 80,000. Greg Jeffries, 88 Fleers. I know you're a big Nomar fan. Chris Enox. Greg Vaughn on the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Greg Vaughn had a lot of power. Definitely a powerful human being. I didn't know he had the what's that dude in the major league? Joe Boo. He had that hairstyle. Not Willie Hayes Mays. I don't know. Jeff Cirillo, he was a pretty good, like really under the radar kind of third baseman for a couple of years. And oh look, we got, if you want to see, Randy Johnson. On Arizona. Couldn't make out that logo. Randy Johnson, one of the greatest pitchers of all time. Richard Hidalgo. He was supposed to be a good prospect for Houston, but I guess he didn't have the benefit of the trash can. And then here's the TV card. They usually suck. It was probably a mid-carder. Eric Harros, Rookie of the Year, had a couple good years. It's definitely not something for a badass binder. It's not a card like you set on fire or anything, but trivia. Bobby Witt Jr., Alec Bohm, Archives, and Holiday. What's the first card we pull out of this pack tonight? Usually I like to give questions that you could look up using Google, but you can't look that up on Google. They were pretty cool, yeah. I think I got a Jose before, but I always forget about them. Yeah, they're pretty cool cards. Oh, wait a minute. Do you mean this Heat Wave, like the Nomar, or the new ones? Oh, is this a Heat Wave? Because it looks like it's the sun. Well, look, it's the sun and the moon. The color. Paul Yastrzemski. Says on the back this is him. I don't see the resemblance, but well, I know. All right, first card of tonight, Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn may be my father. We have the same first name. I don't think my mom ever went to San Diego, but he would visit the Phillies. But he was probably, no, let's see. He was born in 1960. He wasn't playing for the Padres in '75 when I was born. But he still may have came to Philadelphia when he was 15. Maybe he met Mrs. Bips. So he might still be, he's technically, he could be my dad. So I have to ask her about that. Danny Jackson, Tommy Herr. Herr on the Reds, he did pitch very well for the '93 Phillies. Tommy Herr did not do good with the Phillies, but he was known mostly for his Cardinals career, or the running Redbirds. Willie E.T. McGee, Vince Coleman, and a few other players. Jim Clancy, jobber. Pedro Guerrero, he was another one of the running Redbirds, even though his career high in steals was probably like 4. Actually, he stole 12, but with the Dodgers. He's more of a power hitting third baseman. Carlton Fisk. He was called Pudge after Ivan Rodriguez. Weird, he was playing way longer before Ivan Rodriguez played, but he took Pudge's name. Claudell Washington, he was a professional hitter, had some good years with the Yankees in the '70s, Braves in the '80s. I don't think he did anything with the Angels. Pete Incaviglia, thanks to King of the Square for pointing that out to me many months ago when we first opened up a Incaviglia card. Tell me this isn't like a 401k piece. Todd Zeal. Badass binder, players whose last name begins with Z. Proofs right there. It's a little off center too. Yeah, this set's rough, isn't it? The red, it gets to me. Andres Galarraga. Incaviglia, he platooned, right, with Surprisenreich in '93 when the Phillies won the surprisingly worst to first. They beat the Braves, MK, in the National League Championship Series. I won a lot of money that year on the Phillies. A lot. And don't tell anybody I bet against them in the World Series against the Blue Jays. I bet on the Blue Jays. I'm not proud of that. But at the time, when I got the Cavaricis, the Air Jordans the next day, I was proud. Then I gave it back on basketball about a week later. He never played minor league ball. Not many players could say that. Maybe that explains his .210 career average. Kevin Seitzer is a good rookie, overshadowed by McGuire, who won Rookie of the Year that year. Tim Belcher and Jesse Barfield. Barfield had a good year, good career. Wade Boggs, the Chicken Man, Margot Adams' friend. Drop somebody. I dropped Doyle Alexander, who may or may not have been traded for John Smoltz. All right, final packs. Allen and Ginter, 2015. The other night we pulled out the Rocky Balboa to go with Clubber. So obviously the goal has to be Drago or Apollo. I wonder if they should have made a Paulie card. Paulie was a good brother. Rocky was always bailing him out. Ramirez, Boston. Oh, Hanley Ramirez. Oh, wow. How great was he? Remember when he had like shortstop eligibility? He was like 30-30 kind of guy. That was great. And then he went to the Red Sox. He just played exclusively the outfield. Zach Cozart. He was a good power hitter, middle infielder, a couple years for the Reds. The starting points. I think this is Adrian Gonzalez. Yep. Rangers. Adrian played with the Marlins, Rangers, Dodgers, Red Sox. I don't know why I know that. Hanley was a top, 2-3 pick Probably should have been the top pick for like 5, 6 years easily. Even when he went to the outfield, he still put up numbers. This is an ancient armory at Laddle. Looks like a phallic symbol. The Atlatl dates back to prehistoric times when humans hunted everything from fish and fowl to bears and woolly mammoths. Oh, it's similar to a bow and arrow. I kind of prefer the sai. I need a weapon. Usually take to the sai. There's a house. Appomattox Courthouse. I wonder if it's related to Greg or Gary. Beneath our feet, the Goliath beetle. This looks pretty dangerous. Very dangerous looking thing. Anthony Rendon, looking very young on the Nationals. Juan Lagares, he was known mostly for his defense. Jacob deGrom. Yo, the Mets, right? A lot of people are talking about them signing Scherzer. Yo, their pitching is not as good as people think. DeGrom and Scherzer, hurt, old. Carrasco, Walker, injury. McGill, Gazelman, Lugo, like Scherzer, DeGrom goes down, they're nothing. I don't want that to happen, but the reality is they're in bad shape. Wow, JD Martinez on the Tigers. Michael Brantley. He's a solid player when he's healthy. 300 hitter, like good for like 20, 25 home runs. Strickland, Giants rookie. Wish it was Rod Strickland. It's Hunter Strickland. Bryce Harper intimidated him. And final two cards. Aramis Ramirez on the Brewers, Mike. There's one of your fantasy stalwarts. Put this in your stash. You know you're a big Ramirez fan. And DJ LeMayo on the Rockies. Boy, veteran. So. All right, so it looks like that brings us to the end of the evening. The Bohm, and Witt trivia prizes. Who was the first card we pulled out of the 91 Diamond 6-pack? So that's all I got tonight for us, fellas. Thank you all for joining. Hope everybody had a great Monday and a great January. You guys keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Have a great night.